Maintenance of public order, that's a law that dominated Pakistani news cycle all throughout 2023. Dozens of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf leaders and workers were detained under this law. Let's take a closer look. The law was first adopted by General Ayub Khan in 1960 to maintain public order. But what does the law actually entail?
Oftentimes, regrettably, the law has been used as a tool to suppress dissent in Pakistan. This is at least partly because of laws that were either adopted during military dictatorships or laws that have their genesis in our colonial history. One such law is the Maintenance of Public Order Ordinance of 1960. This is also called the MPO law. It allows for the preventative detention of individuals, and it was adopted during the tenure of Ayub Khan.
Now, the British colonizers also imposed preventive detention laws. But does the MPO we are seeing now originate from there?
Where the British often used these laws to suppress and detain individuals who were campaigning against British rule. The Rowlatt Act of 1919 was one such law which allowed for the detention of individuals in certain cases without trial. These laws aimed to suppress anti-colonial sentiments at the time.
Now, let's talk about why and when the Pakistan governments have used the MPO.
As per the MPO law, if the government is satisfied that for the purpose of preventing any person from acting in a manner which is either prejudicial to public safety or prejudicial to the maintenance of public order, it may order for the arrest and detention of such person. This is a preventative detention law. It allows persons to be detained based on an apprehension and suspicion of some future harm. A person is not detained based on something that they've done or based on a crime that they've committed, but based on something that they may do in the future. It essentially means whatever the executive authorities at the time wanted to mean. Political opposition, political activity, protest have all amounted to acting in a manner which is considered prejudicial to public order. Successive governments have used the MPO law. The law was also used during the tenure of the PTI government when Ahmad Ali Jan's arrest and detention orders were issued after he attended a student solidarity protest. Presently, there has been a serious crackdown against the PTI. Over the course of the last few months, we've seen how various PTI workers and politicians have been detained under the Maintenance of Public Order laws. Many times when a person has been granted bail in all other cases against them, a detention order is issued, they are rearrested and taken back into custody. Many are justifying the brutal crackdown against the PTI by saying that this has happened in the past as well. If we keep using past injustices to justify present injustice, nothing will ever change.
Since MPO has been consistently applied and sometimes even abused by successive regimes, let's see if it challenges the right to peacefully protest.
To an administrative order with no judicial determination and based on mere suspicion, a person is deprived of their liberty. The language which has been used in the MPO law is also broad. It seeks to prevent persons from acting in a manner which is prejudicial to public order.
And finally, is the time the MPO is scrapped?
There is precedent by the courts in Pakistan as far as the MPO law is concerned, which states that the executive authorities must use their independent mind before issuing a preventative detention order, and that they must examine all the material before them, and that there must be valid reasons before a preventative detention order is issued. However, in practice, the reality is very different, and detention orders are often non-speaking and do not have any adequate reasoning. And there is no reason for preventative detention laws to be used in Pakistan today, and there is certainly no reason for them to be used at the scale at which they are being used. And it is unfortunate that instead of repealing these preventative detention laws, we continue to use them against our citizens.